This is a JWICK Black linear switches, a budget line of switch from JWK, and this is a 5-pin switch that is made out of full nylon from top and bottom housing, and of course palm for the stem. It is said that this could be a Cherry Hyperglides alternative, coming in for 25 cents per piece. So how does it perform in sound? Let's find out. What is going on, guys? Ox here and welcome back to my channel. We are back and this time we're gonna finally review some JWK switches. As said on the intro, let's take a look and listen at the JWICK Blacks by JWK. In this video, I'll be doing the usual stock versus lube comparison, and I will also be doing a comparison with the Cherry Hyperglides. If you want to hear my thoughts and opinion about the switch, please do stick around at the end of the sound test. And if you are new here, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe since I'll be doing a lot of switch reviews in the coming future. A quick disclaimer, guys, before we start the sound test. The sound and experience may vary depending on your keyboard build. The switches was lubed with a Krydox 205 grade 0 and 105 grade 0 on the spring. I'm using the Vega 65 with a polycarbonate plate, a PCB to plate foam, and one case foam. The keycaps was used is a GMK, so with that out of the way, please enjoy the sound test for the JWICK Blacks. So that was the sound test on the JWICK Blacks. Let me know what you think about them on the comment section down below. I really like talking to you guys. And you already know the drill. Before we talk about my thoughts and opinion, let's go ahead and break down the materials that was used on the switch. Again, these are a 5-pin switch. And it came in with the light factory lube. So we have nylon for the top housing. We also have nylon for the bottom housing. And of course, we have POM for the stem. Lastly, we have the spring with a weight of 63.5 grams. So if you made it up to this point, I would like to say thank you and give you guys a quick disclaimer. The sound and experience may vary depending on your keyboard build. Again, I am using the Vega 65 with a polycarbonate plate, a PCB to plate foam, and one case foam. The keycaps was GMK, and the switches was lubed with a Krydox 205 grade 0 and 105 grade 0 on the springs. I filmed the switches using a 3D printed film as well. So let's finally talk about my thoughts and opinion about the JWICK Blacks. Now let's talk about my thoughts on the feel. I'm really impressed on how good the switches feels out of the box or on stock. The pre-factory lube is somewhat consistent, so you can actually try it on stock, although I can feel some light scratchiness to it, so better keep that in mind. I still highly recommend lubing them. A light application should be fine, as it will give you a better typing experience, but overall, man, it just feels so solid to type on. I can say that they are a tad bit smoother than the Hyperglides since the scratch is less noticeable here. Moving on to the sound, on stock, they sound really good, and I barely notice any spring or lift ping, which is really impressive for the price. I still recommend unlubing them. Again, a light application should be fine, as for me it sounded way better when lubed. So it has that clacky and that poppy sound profile, which I really love, and it's my preference in terms of switch sounds. And honestly, they do sound somewhat a bit similar to the Cherry Hyperglides, but in terms of the pop, nothing beats the Cherry. So overall, the JWICK Blacks are a really good switch for the price. I mean, 25 cents a piece, you can never go wrong in picking them up, or if you just want to add them to your Switch collection. I highly recommend trying out the JWICK Blacks. It's a really solid switch. I love the sound and I love the feel. And now, do I recommend them over the Akko switches? As you know, Akko has been pushing out a lot of quote-unquote budget switches. And with Akko switches, I'll be honest, I think it's more on the budget and beginner friendly, since it's kind of like more accessible to the beginners. But yes, 100% I would recommend the JWICK Blacks over the Akko switches. If you can get this easily, say like your local vendors, yes, by all means, please do try the JWICK Blacks before picking up the Akko switches. Now, in terms of like the non-budget switches, I can't really put them up to the likes of the OP Blacks, the SP Stars, or the Alpacas in terms of that smooth, clacky, or poppy sound. And I also still prefer the Hyperglides over these, but nonetheless, the JWICK Blacks is really something. It's a switch that is worth trying out. So that is it for the video, guys. I hope you liked and enjoyed my review on the JWICK Blacks. It's been a while trying out a JWK switch, and I know I'm a bit late for trying them, but I'm really satisfied with the switches. Let me know what you think about them on the comment section down below. Let's have some small discussion. Also, let's try to aim 50 likes for this video, and I know we can do it. Also, thank you for the support. As always, we're killing it on the jelly switches in terms of the views and engagement. So if you want more sound tests, please be sure to hit the like button, share if you want, and of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on the next sound test. Peace.